June 23, 1757. Plassey, Bengal. The air is thick, the sky heavy with monsoon clouds. Two armies face off, the Nawab of Bengal's vast force and the outnumbered British redcoats led by Clive. Tension hangs in the air. The British stand resolute, fighting for empire. This is more than a battle, it's a turning point for history. The storm before the storm is here. The world holds its breath. History is in motion. Who are the people at the heart of this drama? First, Siraj ud-Daulah, the young Nawab of Bengal, fiery, proud, determined to defend his kingdom from foreign encroachment. He sees the British not as partners, but as a threat to his rule. Then, Robert Clive, not a king, but a former clerk turned master strategist. Ambitious, cunning, and ruthless, Clive sees opportunity where others see danger. He's betting everything on this one audacious move. And finally, Mir Jafar, Siraj's uncle and commander-in-chief. Overlooked and resentful, he believes he deserves the throne. His loyalty is to his own ambition, not to his king or country. These three men form a triangle of power, pride, and betrayal. Siraj, the young lion defending his legacy. Clive, the fox, seeking to seize it. Mir Jafar, the viper, waiting for his moment. Their choices will decide the fate of millions. This is not just about armies and tactics. It's about human nature, desire, fear, and the lengths we go for power. The destiny of India rests on their shoulders. The stage is set, the players are ready. The curtain is about to rise on a battle that will change the world. In this drama, ambition is both weapon and weakness, and betrayal is the deadliest move of all. Before the first shot, another battle raged. In the shadows, Clive knew brute force wouldn't win Plassey. He needed to break the Nawab's army from within. His target, Mir Jafar, the ambitious, resentful general. Secret negotiations began. The offer, help us and you become Nawab. For Mir Jafar, it was the chance he'd waited for, a throne in exchange for betrayal. Siraj sensed the plotting, confronted Mir Jafar, and demanded loyalty sworn on the Quran. Mir Jafar promised, but his heart was already with the British. The die was cast. As the armies marched, Siraj's force was already hollowed out by treachery. A huge portion of his army would not fight for him. The tragedy of Plassey is not just military defeat, but collapse from within. The Nawab's power was eaten away by betrayal. The battle was lost before it began. In the end, it was not the British muskets, but whispers and broken oaths that doomed Bengal. The web of betrayal was complete. On the night before battle, three men faced their destinies.
Their numbers are a lie. We have Mir Jafar. Tomorrow is not a battle. It's a transfer of power.
I made Mir Jafar swear on the Quran, but I saw only shadows in his eyes. Your courage is our heart, Your Highness. We will fight for Bengal. Trust your loyal soldiers.
Patience, my son. Sometimes victory comes to the one who waits.
Clive trusts in conspiracy, not numbers. Siraj clings to hope in his loyal few. Mir Jafar cloaks betrayal and patience. Their words, fears, and ambitions converge on this moment. The sun will rise on a battlefield where the fate of India will be decided. The night is thick with secrets. By dawn, everything will change. The eve of battle is the calm before the storm. June 23rd dawns gray and wet. The Nawab's cannons roar, inflicting early losses on the British. For a moment, it seems the Nawab's army might prevail. Then the monsoon breaks. Rain pours in blinding sheets. The Nawab's gunpowder is soaked, cannons silenced. The British, prepared with tarpaulins, keep their powder dry. Mir Jafar seizes his moment. When loyal commanders urge a charge, Siraj turns to Mir Jafar for advice. Mir Jafar counsels retreat, a fatal move. Believing the battle is over for the day, much of the Nawab's army withdraws. Clive sees his chance. The British advance, firing into the disorganized retreating ranks. Mohan Lal, the Nawab's loyal commander, is killed. Resistance collapses. Mir Jafar's troops stand idle, watching as Bengal is lost. The monsoon, betrayal, and confusion have done what numbers could not. The mighty army dissolves into chaos. The British seize the moment. The fate of Bengal is sealed in rain and treachery. The battle is over before it truly begins. The monsoon's dance is deceitful and deadly. In a few hours, an empire is born. The cost, a kingdom lost to whispers and weather. Plassey is decided not by might, but by betrayal and the storm. The battle is over in hours, 50,000 defeated by 3,000, not by combat, but by conspiracy and reign. Siraj ud-Daulah flees, realizing the depth of betrayal. Clive and the East India Company are victors. The British lose fewer than 24 men. The Nawab's army loses its will and its leaders. Clive marches to Murshidabad, installs Mir Jafar as Nawab, a puppet ruler. The real power now belongs to the company. Siraj is captured and executed, his resistance extinguished. Mir Jafar pays a fortune to the company, filling its coffers. The company gains the right to collect taxes in Bengal, one of the world's richest provinces. The British are no longer just traders, they are rulers. The Battle of Plassey transforms a commercial enterprise into an empire. The fate of Bengal is sealed. The cost independence lost, a kingdom reduced to a puppet state. The company's wealth and power surge. The first domino has fallen. The age of British rule in India has begun. Plassey is the birth of an empire and the end of an era. The world will never be the same. Plassey was more than a battle. It opened the door to British rule in India. The British, once mere traders, became rulers of Bengal and soon, the subcontinent. The wealth they drained from Bengal funded their rise and the conquest of India. The aftermath was devastating: economic exploitation, famine, and the collapse of local industries. Plassey marked the start of nearly 2 centuries of colonization. The name Mir Jafar became a byword for betrayal, a wound in the region's memory. The battle is remembered as a tragedy of division, not a British triumph. Its legacy is everywhere, in borders, economies, and even language. Plassey teaches us about power, greed, and the cost of betrayal. It is a story that belongs to the world, a lesson in how empires are made and lost. Why does Plassey still matter? Because its legacy shapes South Asia to this day. The story of Plassey is a warning. Unity matters, and betrayal can change the fate of millions. The echoes of that rainy day in 1757 still shape our world. The lesson endures. Empires rise and fall. But history remembers. Plassey is a story for all time.